Volume 8 has begun. Cinder got the lamp to Salem, the heroes split up, and Oscar's in serious trouble. That and more on today's episode of BrobusCast, RWBY Edition.
When you don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When the day you waited for won't come, and dark won't yield to dawn. Just open up your eyes. The truth is there, but sometimes in disguise. The ways of sin, but we're together, moving toward the light. When we trust in love and open our eyes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of BrobusCast. I'm your host, Brobuscus. With me today is Aidan.
Hello, how's it going, everyone?
And Mate.
I had a really good day yesterday.
Good for you.
Because the RWBY premiere came out.
Yeah, good segue. We're here today to talk about Volume 8, Chapter 1, Divide. Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about here.
And there goes my dog.
See,
Dogs
see,
also like Chapter 1 of Volume 8.
see, exactly. The dog wants to get in on the discussion.
Hang on.
I agree. Blake is the best girl.
So, Brobuscus' dog, who's your favorite character in RWBY? Oh wow, he's not responding. I guess he doesn't like me.
You scared him off.
I was too forward.
I guess you actually did. I think I'll shut him up.
You're welcome, then.
Anyways. I don't know what he's barking at. There's no one here. Anyways. Okay, let's get into the actual episode. We start off. Oh, I love these captions, by the way. I have the episode muted, so I have the captions up. We see a girl with pigtails cleaning the floor. Bet we'll never see something like this again.
And I'm sure it's totally not someone relevant.
Nah.
Nope, not one bit.
It's just someone
Totally.
cleaning up the blood after Tyrion's massacre. You
Yeah.
know, they're just...
Then we transition.
Alright, but I do kind of want to talk about this, like, in a bit more seriousness as well. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I mean, yeah, freaking obviously it's Cinder.
Well, duh.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I love like this the way they're going with it because, what did Cinderella always do?
Oh gosh.
clean up blood off the floor, apparently.
I didn't think about
guess.
that.
Yeah, so
Oh, you know who it is?
that
It's-
is an awesome touch.
Oh, you know who it is? Remember that maid in Volume 4? In that restaurant that Crow went to? Tyrion showed up to that same place, killed her, and now someone else is cleaning up her blood.
Yeah.
That's who it is. What the heck is going on? Okay. Anyways, next up we have Cinder. She's scratching a chair in the exact same, at the exact same speed as that woman from before. So clearly this means absolutely nothing.
And Neo is flying the plane.
Yeah, I didn't know. Actually, wait, I forgot. I forgot Neo could fly. That's I forgot Neo could fly planes. That's she did that.
I'm so glad you added planes.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there nothing she can't do?
Fly on her own.
It's an obvious thing we could say, but we're not going to.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Neo looks insanely bored.
Honestly,
She
she looks
does,
more just like, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?
she does not want to be here.
I mean, would you?
No.
I mean, it's kind of like when your grandparents drag you off to church and you're just like sitting there in the car on the drive over, and you're like, God, I don't want to be here.
Then we see Monstro, and that's his name, right? Monstro.
I don't know, but we'll call him that.
That's what we decided on last episode, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And now Neo's gone from bored to worried. Good change of emotions, I suppose. Cinder
And
knows
as it
that's...
turns,
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
and as it turns out, Monstro has landing platforms.
I was just gonna say, was
Yeah,
I the only one that like burst out laughing when you saw that? The fact that this whale has built-in landing ports on it.
Also, something interesting to note, this thing has, like, when we first saw it, like, obviously we didn't see a whole lot of it, it was covered in cloud. So it just looked like the bottom of its body had teeth, it didn't really have a mouth, and then its mouth opens and it's creepy. Also, yes, that it has landing platforms. I'm not entirely sure why, but that is very convenient. I would have thought, I don't know, fly into its mouth or something. I don't know.
What if the landing platforms we saw were inside its mouth?
It couldn't be. They flew
Maybe.
past it.
I'm just making jokes.
Okay.
Anyway, now Cinder and Neo are inside, and yeah, Neo don't want to be here.
Really does not want to be here.
Yeah, this is
also,
mad creepy, yo.
Also, Cinder has that stupid cloak thing on again. Take that thing off, girl. Anyways.
Oh.
No, not like. I hate you, dude. Anyways,
Look, it's fine.
Like, you left yourself open for that.
You kinda did.
I suppose. I just mean it looks terrible on her.
It does, but you know, it fits for the whole Darth Vader thing she does. Does next. I mean,
True. Also, something interesting to note, I didn't realize this when I first watched this, but throughout this episode, Cinder refers to Salem as things like my queen and ma'am. And I'm pretty sure that's the first time she's ever done that. I'm pretty sure every other time she's referred to Salem, she's referred to her by her name.
Was that, like, in Salem's presence, though?
True.
maybe it's because like she's still kind of in trouble with Salem, so it's trying to like suck up a bit.
Maybe.
Be a bit of a kiss ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Something I'm gonna note now, but it'll be all the info about it will come up later. I'm confused about Salem in this episode. For a number of reasons, we'll get to them. But anyways, Cinder gives Salem the lamp. And something I wasn't expecting her to do this. When I saw that she was flying with Neo. She takes full credit for stealing the lamp.
I was kind of expecting her to do that, and also, I mean, not to sound rude, but it's not like Neo can actually, you know,
That's true.
correct that.
Yeah. And also, she didn't really give credit to Mercury and Emerald for the whole thing with Beacon either. So it's not really that surprising.
Yeah.
I guess.
Also,
I'm a bit more surprised about it because Neo's here. If she didn't bring Neo along, I would have not been surprised at all. But
I was surprised that she brought Neo along in the first place, because wasn't Neo only here so she could kill RWBY? Because Neo wasn't
Yeah.
connected to Salem. And now Cinder comes in and is like, oh, I've got you a new pawn that you can use in your war. So that kind of
Yeah.
goes against their original plan.
I didn't think about that. You're right.
Always am.
Sure.
Then Tyrion
Well-
shows up.
Before that, though, just gonna say I love Neo's like expression after Cinder takes
she's-
credit. But just
like-
the way she crosses her arms and pouts.
She's like, bruh. That was me. Anyways, yeah, Tyrion. Man, I hate this guy. He shows up, starts smack talking, and then Cinder smack talks. I'm very, very happy that they're both smack talking each other because it's great. They both deserve it.
Yeah, both talking about getting outsmarted and how, oh, you know, you were working with Watson, he didn't make it back.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize
And
this.
Tyrion's just like, you think I give a shit?
Yeah, right.
The doctor
Also-
was a necessary sacrifice.
Well, he would have been if he had died, but
Yeah, so I guess that means that they think that Watts is dead then.
maybe.
Because, like, Tyrion called him a sacrifice, and they, like, kind of talk about him in the past tense, don't they?
Sure,
Watch
but they
Salem.
might not know that. Well, I mean, they could know he's locked up. I don't know.
Watch Salem know that he's alive. Because that's just her thing apparently.
Because she knows all and sees all.
I guess. Anyways, as I was saying, something I didn't notice until like literally just a few hours ago when I went to rewatch this episode. Tyrion's tail. I thought the whole thing was metal. As
No,
it
it's just a
turns-
tip.
Yeah, as it turns out, it's just a tip, and everything else is armor.
Yeah.
I totally
Yeah, 'cause
did not realize that.
It was only the tip that got cut off by Ruby in Volume 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that in Volume 6.
I totally didn't notice. I thought the whole thing was metal. That's interesting. I guess that makes a lot more sense. Well, Watts is preparing his tail. It's like, bruh, your whole tail is useless now. Just slices it off.
Maybe that's why Tyrion didn't mind Watts supposedly getting captured or dying.
I've already got my tail back. Who cares?
Yeah.
As long as I don't break this one, we won't need another doctor, so it's fine.
Watch Ruby or Crow cut it off, and he's like, shit, not again.
Okay, here's one of the things that confuses me about Salem. She has no idea who Neo is. Okay.
I mean,
This sends back to Volume 6, where she knew that Cinder was alive. Like, how does she know about all that and nothing else?
I don't know, maybe it's just she can feel, like, through the grim arm that, yeah, Cinder is alive, but that's just about it.
yeah.
Like, she
And-
can just feel if she's alive or not.
I'm guessing that's what it is. And also, I don't really imagine that Cinder would have mentioned Torchwick or Neo to Salem before.
Yeah, because that was the other thing I was thinking about.
Because, like, I don't really think she'd have any reason to mention either of them.
True. Anyways, Neo takes no delight in being called an asset.
Nope. And
Granted,
also-
why would she?
I have to admit, I was saying in my reaction when Cinder was like, oh, Neo has some great abilities. I was just like, yeah, I think Emerald, but way more useful.
Yeah,
Because let's be real, that is the case.
pretty much.
Imagine how it must feel for Emerald. She got replaced by the more useful version of herself.
And one that can't talk.
Yeah.
But all the fans love.
Embarrassing. Speaking of though, as was expected, Emerald, Mercury, and Hazel show up.
And they got new outfits.
Indeed.
That's what they spent Volume 7 doing.
I guess. That's where they were this whole time.
Hazel
Oh, no.
was just taking the kids clothes shopping.
Or maybe Hazel was a part-time tailor. You never know.
That'd actually be kind of cute.
Yeah, like, although now I'm just picturing him, like, getting measurements so he can get all the clothes made.
So Mercury, Emerald, what kind of outfits would you guys like?
As he's just like, I don't know, measuring their legs, their arms. Like, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I want someone to make a comic of that now.
Yeah. Mercury's like, I don't know, give me a
Oh.
jacket that makes it look like I've got shoulder pads on. Like, look at his shoulders. He looks like he's got armor on, but it's his jacket. It's weird.
I think Mercury has the best design out of the three of them, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Aside from the emblem on his jacket, I feel like he's got the best design out of the three of them.
You know what? I could see Rooster Teeth putting that jacket in the store.
I'd buy that.
For sure. They're totally gonna do that. If they put Yang's bomber jacket on the store, they're putting that on there too.
Ooh, more parallels between Mercury and Yang.
Anyways, another thing. Hazel got a haircut. When? Where? What? It's like,
I don't know. They have blades lying around. He could have done it himself.
I guess. I just never pictured Hazel to be someone that would be capable of doing that. And if not,
You don't know his life.
I suppose. Like at the same time, it was like if he didn't do that, if he went somewhere to get it cut, where would he have gone? He's wanted pretty much everywhere. So-
Yeah.
Actually, just Mistral.
Could you imagine it,
you're
though?
right.
He's like, oh, before I joined Salem, I was a tailor and barber.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just know that his sister wanted to become a huntress. We didn't know what he did.
True. Anyways, Emerald runs over to Cinder. Cinder tells her off. I wonder where I've seen this before. I'm really like weird implications with the haircut aside. I'm really digging Hazel's new look.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot easier for them to animate him now, because they won't have to worry about the big coat anymore.
Oh, speaking of, look at his arms. He is messed
I
up.
know, right?
Yeah.
This dude's messed up. Anyways,
No, he's messed up and jacked.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that kind of bothers, like, Emerald's coat kind of bothers me. I'm not sure why.
It looks alright.
I think it's alright. I just think white's a bit of a weird color
Yeah.
for her, you know?
Yeah. That's really, I think that's what's putting me off about it. Anyways, Tyrion, more smack talking. It's what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be saying this like a lot when Tyrion does stuff, but I swear, Josh is having way too much fun in this role.
He is.
Yeah, for sure.
You can tell he enjoys every line because it's so hammy.
Yeah. It's like, let's be real, there's no subtlety to his evilness or insanity, so Josh is just like, well, fuck it, and just goes all out.
Yeah, and like a Mark
kinda
Hamill
like-
kind of Joker style.
Yeah, I was gonna list Joker or like, Palpatine. Like, he's evil, and he loves being evil.
Yeah. Anyways, Tyrion's just like, oh, well, me and Watts were off doing successful stuff. You were making up for past failures, blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna be smack-talking Tyrion a lot this volume, I'm sorry. I think he's a fantastic villain, but man, I want him to suffer.
So pretty much how I felt about Adam.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a bit of an insult comparing Tyrion to Adam, though.
Still, Cinder's like, oh, I know who has the Winter Maiden power, so I'm just gonna go over there and kill her. And to be fair, she
Because
probably
that worked
could.
so well the first time.
Well, to be fair, Ruby showed up.
Yeah, and she's with Ruby.
Yeah, like, why wouldn't she
True.
assume that Ruby's with Penny at the moment?
That's true. Although knowing the possible future of this volume. Oh boy. Anyways,
Oh boy. Let's not get into that just yet, but...
not just yet. Okay, Cinder's like, I'm gonna go back to Atlas and murder her. Well, let's be fair, if it wasn't for Ruby, she probably could have. It sounds like, I didn't tell you to do that. Again, with this whole, like, I need to be specific about my orders thing. Like, bruh, just kill Ruby already. Like, I don't get it.
I'm sure we'll find out at some point.
I'm sure, but
Yeah. And then we get the whole, like, chess symbolism from Salem. About how this game isn't Cinder's to win, but, you know, just because Salem values her more than a pawn, that she shouldn't think of herself as an actual player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's on like the
Right.
bishop tier, maybe a knight.
so that does bring a question that I've been thinking about for a while. If Salem is this big, like, immortal witch who can control mindless monsters, why does she need help?
Well, because
What?
I mean that's not exactly
See,
something
exactly. Like, you guys
prepared to
can't do
answer.
anything.
No, I'm agreeing with you, but like, it's like realistically, the show would be over in like 5 minutes if Salem just walked over to like Mantle and nuked the place.
True. Still, like, realistically speaking, like, these 6 do have like no reason to be here. They could just go off, do their thing, do whatever, and Salem's just like, I have my own plan. I'm gonna murder everybody.
I don't know, maybe she's like Frieza. Kind of, where it was just like, yeah, Frieza could have done practically everything by himself. He didn't need everyone else.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But, you know, a lot of stuff is just beneath him. So maybe that's how Salem sees it.
I guess that's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, we know she at least needed Cinder for her plan because she's too old, I assume, to have any maiden powers.
True.
Hmm.
Cinder's just going along with this plan, like, without you, I am nothing, what you saw in the trailer. Definitely, yeah, like, more hints towards Cinder's backstory, bet we'll never see this again. I like Salem's, like, hand movements here, just, like, buzz off.
Yeah, just everybody leave.
Go to your room.
Go to your room. I'll get you when I need you, which technically she doesn't need any of them anyways.
I'll call you when dinner's ready.
Yeah. Then we have this place. We saw this place in the trailer.
Yep,
as
we
it
did.
turns out, these are slums.
Yeah, and
Like we were thinking.
And this is where Oscar landed up.
you know, I was just so focused on the fox faunus, I didn't notice Oscar until the last second. I'm just like, oh, fox faunus, that's actually kind of cool. Oh shit, Oscar's there.
And he's being handed, I'm assuming, water from a mole faunus.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you-
lie, when I first saw him, I thought those were bare hands.
I didn't even notice the hands at all. I just like.
I think
just
that's a
kinda-
good thing though, because it's like a subtle way of showing that the Faunus are living in the slums in Atlas.
Yeah.
Hmm. Also, I gotta say, this mole guy, please let his name be Hans.
I saw that tweet by Kaito Dan as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I
So
like
the
his,
question is, will it be Hans Mole Man or like Hans from Die Hard?
no idea.
Mole Man from The Simpsons, let's be real.
Okay. I do like his like very like sudden movements, just like here, take it.
Drink up.
Like Oscar's like moving all slow and careful, and this guy's just like, take it, take it.
I've got no time for you, kid. Just take the water.
Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm noticing this now because I have the captions on, but the captions say that someone random said heads up.
Yeah, it just says man.
Yeah,
I think that's meant to be
thought that was-
Ozpin.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I
it
thought
is.
that was Ozpin. Why would they need to like caption that it's not Ozpin? I don't know. That's weird. Atlas ship shows up. Oscar gets ready for battle because he's assuming it's Ironwood.
But then it turns out, nope, it's Ruby.
That's Ruby.
You thought
And
it
this-
was Ironwood, but it was me, Dio.
Although here's my question. I was really hoping this episode would answer it. How did they find him? Like,
Nora's just like, I put a tracker in your scroll.
he's out in the middle of.
I don't know. You hear about, like, I've heard these weird things. It's in fiction, to be honest, but
Well, sure.
about like parents getting tracking chips put in their kids.
Yes, that's why.
Why do I feel like Nora did that?
Yes, that's what I was just saying. Nora like chipped Oscar or something like that.
Still,
Like after Volume 6, it's just like I put like 5 chips on you to track you at all times.
From the moment he showed up, Nora is just like, "You are my baby now.
And tracker.
I am your new mama. This is Ren. He's your new papa." Well, soon he will be.
Still, like, he is out in the middle of absolute nowhere. And they're just like, "Oh, look, slums. Bet Oscar's there."
I don't know. Maybe. Well, they've been looking around for him, so maybe this is just when they finally found him.
Maybe.
I don't think it was they knew he was there. It's just they've been looking for him, and that's where they found him.
I guess.
I was
So-
surprised that they found him that early in the episode, though. Like, I thought we'd at least get one episode of Oscar on his own before he met up with the rest of the team.
Yeah. Because, like, we know that clip from, I forget what panel it was.
I think it was the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes, that's what it was. Where Oscar's with, Yang, Ren, and Jean.
Which
we
we'll
know
get
that
to
was-
soon.
Yeah, we know that was very early in the volume, so we knew that he was going to get reunited relatively quickly, but not this quickly. Anyways, Oscar's
Like, first
feeling...
10 minutes in the volume or something.
Yeah, not even. I'm 6 minutes into this video.
Oh, 6 minutes, wow.
Anyways, Oscar's feeling bad about going to talk to Ironwood. It's like, I think
Yeah,
like
just
he knew
feeling-
that- what is
Feeling
he-
stupid for thinking that Ironwood would listen.
Yeah. And to be fair, like, it would take a lot to convince Ironwood at this point.
Yeah.
Especially given his semblance. Like, once he sets his mind to something, he's there's no turning back for him. You need to convince him before he makes up his mind. And he's long since made up his mind.
Well, at least now they can say, you know, they tried to reason with him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? Oscar's kind of reminding me of Armin from Attack on Titan, because he always wants to talk things out before a fight ensues.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe from him, too.
Yeah. Although, just like with Oscar, it never goes that way for Armin.
I imagine.
I'm looking forward to the scene where he tries to talk things out with Salem. It's going to be great.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we could end up getting that with what's bound to happen.
Yeah. Anyways, what's this girl's name? Joanna, I think it is. I keep getting her and the other one mixed up.
I think it is Joanna.
Yeah, it's Joanna Leaf Green, I think.
Okay.
Wait, is it Leaf Green? Green
Whatever.
Leaf, that's it.
Whatever.
You
She
are close.
signals the Alice ship because I guess she knows that's. I guess she knows that's her teammates. Sure. For all she knew, that could have
I
been
don't know,
some.
I don't know, maybe they gave it some special mark.
Maybe, but like, can you imagine if that was just some random Atlas ship out in the middle of Mantle?
That'd actually be kind of funny.
It's like, well, I just gave myself away. I like
Well, I
Maria.
love how
here.
Maria's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I see you.
I was just about to say.
Maria's got no time for your nonsense.
I like how she's the slowest one out of the four, and Oscar's the one that gets in last. Camera drone shows up, bang, it's dead. Okay, moving on.
R.I.P.
And those things were getting kicked, run over, shot.
Get
Jesus.
slapped with a kick me sign.
Decorated with a bow for some reason.
Yeah.
I think one got like speakers strapped to it or something like that as well.
So I'm curious how much time has passed since between the two volumes, because they've already met up with the Happy Huntresses and they're working with them. I don't know.
To like a day.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Because it was like dusk when Oscar fell out of Atlas, and then it was like morning time when they picked him up. So I assume either a few hours or a day, that kind of time range.
Maybe.
Yeah, at most a day has passed.
How much convincing do you think it had to take to get the Happy Huntresses on your side? Because I don't know. I guess for all they knew, they were working with Crow, and he and Robin are missing. So I don't know. Maybe they assumed the worst. But I guess not.
Maybe Ruby found them and told him, "Hey, Ironwood's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so let's work together and try and save people." And they were like, "You know what? That sounds good. I like that."
Yeah, because they would have been like, okay, Crow was with Robin, and Crow was like told to get arrested, so he and Robin are probably arrested or something. So we need to work together. You know, something like that.
We do learn later that they have no idea where Crow is. So
Yeah. Also, we see May and she speaks.
yeah.
She legit has more lines in that one scene than she did for the entire Volume 7.
Oh, we get a really sweet scene here. Like when Oscar walks in, Nora sees him, and he's like prepared for a super
he
violent
knows
hug.
what's happening. he's like, oh crap, she's gonna launch at me. She's gonna launch at me. No, and then she doesn't.
Yeah, and then she just walks up to him and hugs him softly. Like, aw.
This was probably one of my favorite scenes in the episode because it like establishes how serious the stakes are in like a subtle way.
Yeah.
Like they don't really have time for like a big, energetic, goofy hug. It's like serious hours.
Yeah, I think that's gonna keep going for the rest of the volume. I don't expect to see any like excessive happy moments throughout this volume.
Yeah, I was just meaning in the sense that it's like a more subtle way of doing it, which I appreciated.
You know, I never actually thought about that, but now that you put it that way, yeah. Man, props to Ruby.
Yeah. Anyways, Blake mentions like they were worried about Oscar since they knew that he was going after Ironwood. How many lines does Blake have in this episode? I don't recall her having a whole lot.
Not that many, but it's only the first episode. Everyone can only get so many lines.
True.
I mean,
also, like,
the show's called RWBY. It's not called The Blake Belladonna Show.
that's true.
Though I would watch the hell out of that.
Well, I imagine you would. No, it's just I mean, also I guess because like there's like borderline everybody here, so like pretty much everyone we know from the last volume is in this episode.
It's in like one room together.
Yeah. Weiss asks how Oscar ended up in the slums, and Oscar's like, I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, but we'll never see that blow up in his face.
I'm sure they'll find out later, although I like how he says I'm sure there's a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, and then looks at Penny. Because I guess he knew? Sure.
Ozpin magic, I guess.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I mean, friggin' maybe.
I mean, that is possible, yeah.
He is all-knowing Oz.
And maybe since like the Maiden powers were like originally Ozpin's magic, maybe he can like sort of sense it. Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Speaking of Ozpin, though, he's wondering why Oscar's not telling them about him.
And Oscar's all, oh, I'll deal with you later.
I just like how, like, I guess this kind of shows, like, Ozpin knew that he messed up not telling them about Salem. Because, like, he's even wondering, like, why are you not telling them about me? I don't know, that's how I pictured it.
Development, I guess.
Sure. Here's the Where's Crow line. I like how Yang looks down first. Like John looks at Yang. Yang's like, because like that's her uncle, but
Oh yeah, no, I noticed that Blake glances at Yang too.
oh,
It happens very quick.
yeah,
Yeah, no one knows where Crow is.
weird. Like I guess they would have. I guess I would have assumed they would at least assume that Crow was imprisoned, but because he's not on the wanted poster anymore.
But
Oh, yeah.
Oscar is. I don't really understand that.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering about that because like, how does Ironwood know that Oscar's still alive? For all he knew, he
Yeah,
killed
like-
him.
Yeah, because, like, he shot him off the side of a state.
You know what? Headcanon? After Oscar landed, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with him. And sent him a text just saying, I lived, bitch.
Sure,
Take,
we'll
like,
go
a
with that.
selfie at the bottom of Atlas, I survived, put it on his Instagram.
Yes.
Where's this going? I've never done this before. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, so basically, the Happy Huntress's role in this is give our heroes a place to lay low.
Yeah, but why did they help out, like, you know, getting everybody to safety?
Yeah. Ren asks how they're gonna be able to do that because the evacuation in Mantle has been stopped. Joanna notes that they can take them to the crater. That's not safe at all.
Yeah, it's like trading one extreme for the other.
Yeah, like
I mean, to be fair, they do make a point about how at least, like, through the caverns, it will be at least warmer.
yeah,
And
but
everyone's,
also
like,
there's
risking freezing to death as they're out in Mantle.
Yep, but there's also the very looming threat that they're right underneath Atlas. That thing could fall right on top of them.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, if it does fall, I think it would take out pretty much all of Mantle, but I digress.
Like, imagine how horrified they'd be if they got all the people into those caverns and Atlas just falls on it, killing everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I have to comment on Weiss's line. We're never going to sleep again. Weiss, how do
No.
you think the people that make your show feel sometimes?
but also, like,
That's not even a joke. On the AfterBuzz interviews for Volume 2, I think it was like for the season finale, they mentioned how, like, you know, everyone on the crew pulls all nicers to get the show made, and
Right.
Barbara just goes, "What is sleep?" Now the
also,
characters know how it feels.
Yep, and another thing is that she's probably not wrong. Knowing the time span of this volume.
Yeah. Although I will say, with all these characters, like, just, you know, staying awake all this time, fighting, and enduring everything, well, this volume is going to do some good for them in other aspects.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I want to comment on this poster. It's super minor, but it was something I noticed when I watched the episode. We see a faunus. I'm not quite sure what type of faunus that is. I digress. It's a faunus. That's kind of cool. The other lady has the exact same eye patch as Cinder, just on the opposite eye. that'll probably amount to absolutely nothing, but I noticed that. I was like, is that... Well, okay, wait, no, it's the other eye. Never mind.
Yeah, you were thinking, oh, did it mean something? But
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
yeah, probably not.
We're saying that now, and then like in 7
Yeah, watch.
like episodes, it will just come back in like a big way.
Oh, speaking of fans saying something, we get that shot of Yang running through the alley as she says, we have to do what we can to help Mantle.
Yeah, as it turns out, she's not running from anything. She's running towards something.
Yeah, so remember all that speculation as to what that scene was?
Well, you could
Out
throw
the
that out the window. Oops.
To be fair, though, fans speculate on just about every single shot.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're kind of used to it at this point. Let's be real.
Yeah. Everything means something, except for when it doesn't.
And when it doesn't mean something, some don't accept it, apparently.
Probably not. Okay, and then, oh boy, here we go. This is the main driving point of this episode. And the reason why it's called Divide. Yang is more concerned for Mantle than anything else, and Ruby is more concerned for everyone else.
I mean, because to be fair, the people of Mantle are in danger, like, right now.
Yeah.
So what are they
also
gonna do? Just say, oh, well, sucks to be you guys.
Yeah, but also, to be fair, once Salem's done here, and Ruby even notes this, once Salem's done here, she's moving on to everywhere else.
Well, yeah, but basically, it's a situation they're both right.
Yeah,
So,
which is why they split the party.
Yeah. Ruby notes that they can go back to Amity. Oh, by the way, Blake's on Ruby's side of this.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird given Blake and Yang's relationship, but I digress.
Okay, this is coming from me. I'm kind of cool with it, so...
Yeah, okay. Ruby notes that they can go finish up Amity. Yang notes that it's not even done yet because Ironwood's a filthy liar.
To be fair, that was more of a trap to get Watts.
I know. I totally get why he did it, but like also like it was kind of hypocritical in that moment. Cause like Ironwood's like, yo, you lied to me about the lamp and Robin. And the rest are like, yo, you lied to us about Amity.
Also, oh boy, launching Amity got harder because you have to do it from Ironwood's terminal.
Yeah. They're just gonna walk up to Ironwood's office. Ironwood's gonna be there and will be like, hey, can we use your computer for a second? Ironwood's like, yeah, okay, sure. Go ahead. No.
Ironwood, can I get your internet password, please?
I desperately need to check my Facebook page. Although, as it turns out, there are two terminals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one in Ironwood's office, and the other is in
Right
the
in
main
the
military
dead
compound.
Right in the dead center of Atlas. Yeah, that'll work out for you. Although, in fairness, I was wondering what that was sticking out of the bottom of Atlas, so I guess that's what it is. I was wondering why Atlas was shaped that way, but I digress. So that's where Ruby's going. Pietro just has...
And Yang's all like, is there any point to that? Because even if we get the message out, there's no guarantee help will come, which... I mean, that's not wrong.
No, but it's also like...
But it's
gotta
also
try
not right, because you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta try something.
And at least this way, even if they don't get help for like Atlas, at least the rest of the world can like prepare for Salem coming.
Yeah. I like Oscar's reply though, like, just to clarify, this is the easy option? I'm not entirely sure how I feel about Yang just giving up hope already. Like, she hears what Pietro has to say and she's like, well, that's pointless. We're doomed.
Although, Ruby's face when Yang's all... Look, we said we follow your lead, but that hasn't been working out.
Yeah, what the heck, Yang?
Ooh.
I'm not sure how I feel about Yang's attitude this episode. Especially if this is so shortly after Volume 7. I don't know. I like Weiss's response to that too, though. She's just in complete disbelief. Although, in fairness, while it does kind of, it does feel kind of weird for Yang to be the one to say this. But at the same time, if this leads to more growth for Ruby, I'm down.
I imagine it will.
I think so.
I hope so, because one of the common complaints I hear about this show, and I can totally see where they're coming from, is Ruby's overall lack of growth compared to her teammates. Not to say she hasn't grown, she has, but compared to Weiss, Blake, and Yang, especially, she kind of feels very similar to how she started. So
Okay, maybe this will be her volume.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because all the main characters so far have had like their own volumes where they've like grown a lot. So I guess Volume 8 could be Ruby's volume to grow.
Yeah.
Or several in some cases.
Yeah, like with Weiss or Blake, they had like several ones to grow.
Blake especially, she had an entire like trio of volumes to grow.
Which I'm not complaining about.
Well, no, but like, share the spotlight, please. Although to be fair, like one of those volumes was Weiss's, so yeah, it's something. Anyways, Ren is completely on Yang's side. They're just all completely arguing about what to do. Like, do we save the people here and screw everyone else, or do we save everyone else and screw everyone here?
I will say, I like that Jean is the one to step in and be the voice of reason. Like,
I know,
okay,
Jean's the...
we'll divide and conquer. We'll do both.
Yeah, Jean and Oscar are the only ones... is it just me or Jean and Oscar are the only ones here making sense? Like, yo, we can do both.
Yeah, using them mother effing brains.
Yeah, like everyone's like Yang and Ren are like we have to save people here now. There's no other option. And then Ruby and Nora are like, no, we need to save everyone else. They're in danger too. And John and Oscar are like, here's my retort. Let's do both. It's like,
I mean, they're
hey,
not the best fighters, but they're like the best like tacticians of the group, I guess.
I guess.
They have purpose.
But it's like, yo, finally someone says it.
I also like how they point out that it's not like doing what Salem wants as well, because Ruby was worried, oh, we're just doing what Salem wants, we're dividing ourselves, and then Oscar like kind of counters that.
Yeah,
I like that.
No, she wants us to turn against each other, which is what they're doing. Doing a real good job of that.
And Penny
Penny,
decides to suggest something very stupid.
Very stupid. It's like, hey, how about I just take the relic to Salem? I'll give it to her. She leaves. Penny, what?
Yeah, no.
No. Like, why would you think that would work?
Okay, A, you're a maiden now. Stay the heck away from Salem at all costs.
And also, if you take the relic out and give it to Salem, Atlas is going to fall, everyone in Mantle's gonna die, and everyone in Atlas is gonna die.
So yeah, you're killing all the people you're trying to save by doing this plan.
Doi.
I just like there's quite a bit of divide here. It's like one side's like we need to save everyone here. The other side's like we need to save everyone everywhere else. Some are like we need to save both. And then Penny's like, we can save neither. Like,
We're gonna kill everyone.
we're gonna kill everybody. And even like Oscar and Yang are like, dude, no. They're like, absolutely not. Although she turns it back with like, I think that's the one thing we could all agree on. Like, Yang, you made your point. Anyways, Ruby's like, okay, we're gonna go to Atlas. Invites Pietro along. That's not gonna inflict any death flags whatsoever. Penny's like,
no, not at all. I mean, you're just sending the two old characters that can't fight off on their own. You know, nothing bad's gonna happen with that.
yeah, nothing bad at all. Penny's like, I'm going. Screw you. I don't know why she had to activate her power to make her point, but okay, sure. Yang's like, alright, fine, but I'm staying here. Screw you guys.
By the way, when she says that, when Yang says that, it cuts to Blake like, looking all worried. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Can
That's
you feel
cute.
the love tonight?
Okay, like, I was talking to a friend about this. This is actually a scene I wouldn't have minded seeing, because I saw a lot of people speculate on it. Like, because of the teams are splitting up, what if, like, Blake or Yang gave the other something and were like, hey, promise to give this back to me when we see each other?
That would have been sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a really cute scene, and honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to that being in the next episode.
No.
Like, I don't know, maybe one of them looks at it and we get a flashback to that.
Okay. Pietro throws Yang
Uh-huh.
keys. I wonder what this is going to go. I wonder what this is leading to. Okay, so the two divided teams. It's Yang, Ren, Jean, and Oscar staying in Mantle, and Ruby, Nora, Blake, Penny, and Weiss going to Atlas.
I find this a bit weird, to be honest. Like, I feel like Weiss and Oscar should swap teams.
Right? Especially since Oscar is the one that's like, aside from Jean, is like, yo, we can do both. Like, why aren't they both on separate sides? Like keep both of them in check, I suppose.
Yeah.
I will say though, I do agree with like Blake being with Ruby, like sneaking into Atlas, because you know it's a stealth job,
Yeah.
and
Blake's
you know
a
that's
ninja.
perfect for Blake because she's the stealthy one.
Blake's the ninja. Weiss has an idea on how to get to Atlas, but it doesn't matter because their phones
You know
all
what?
go off.
You know what? That's why she's there.
Oh, okay, that's probably.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense, yeah, to, like, fly them up.
Why do I get the feeling it's gonna be Klein?
Oh gosh, what?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I hope it is.
Um,
And then we find out we can fight, and he's a
Oh,
complete
what?
badass.
You know what would be cool if he had, like, a weapon that was, like, mining equipment?
Oh my god, he's got like a super pickaxe.
Yeah,
I'm
something
saying.
like that, like a pickaxe that turns into a gun.
Oh man,
Yes, it-
that'd be cool.
is a dust infused pickaxe. I don't know. It's like, I'm mining dust with more dust. Anyways, the calls from Ironwood.
I stole this from the Schnee mansion before I got fired.
Anyways,
Oh, before you get to that, I like how Blake's comforting Ruby, just saying, "Hey, we're still united. It's fine."
yeah. I think it's a good. I think it's a good idea to separate Blake and Yang for this volume because they've spent a very, very large amount of time together in the last volume. So I don't know. I guess we could see this being more like, what if, like, what can they do without the other? I guess. Same with Ren and Nora. Like,
Speaking of, if any couple, those are the two I'm concerned about this volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if the intro's anything to go off of.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
get to that.
We will get to that. Anyways, as I keep trying to say, the call that they get interrupted by is from Ironwood. And Penny, I'm not entirely sure why she does this. She answers him. Why?
I mean, he's totally not gonna trace the call.
Nope, totally not.
I mean, you'd think he'd have like a chip installed in Penny so he can like find where she is.
Right?
I don't know, although maybe Pietro was all like, nah, you're not doing that to my daughter, okay?
That's true.
I'm putting my metaphorical foot down here.
Like raises one of the spider legs in his, and then puts it back down.
Yeah.
Raising my foot. I'll put my foot down. I mean.
Yeah. Ironwood's like, Alice needs you, Penny. Salem's here, and I'm just like, no dip, Sherlock. Of course, we know Salem's here. We've known that for a while. Thank you.
I do think it's a nice scene because it shows the Ironwood's like not completely insane yet.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, I've got something to say about that scene. Don't worry.
Ruby's like, yo, we're keeping her until you change your mind about Mantle, and Ironwood's like, you're still worried about Mantle? Like, yes, we're still worried about Mantle. It's a part of Remnant, you idiot.
Yeah, you know, we're still worried about innocent people, like you should be.
Like, we need to think about the future. We are. It's like,
No, but here's the thing I don't really get about Ironwood's plan to just retreat into the atmosphere. What then?
right. It's like they're stuck there now.
Yeah, you're gonna have a really finite source of food and water, so what? Is your plan just to see if you can wait out Salem before you starve to death?
I mean, can't they like make and like water and food on Atlas? Isn't there like some kind of technology that lets them do that?
I mean, probably, but can you imagine how miserable that'd be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's true.
You know, the water thing is still, like, quite the issue, because, you know, okay, water is more valuable than food.
Yeah.
Let's be real, you need water more.
Yeah. Not only that, but like he's still worried about protecting Remnant, and he's just abandoning it. Like, make up your mind, dude.
I think
Anyways.
it's just more like he knows he can definitely save this small amount of people. So it's like he's trying to do everything he can to save those people.
Could you imagine, though, they get up to the atmosphere, and he's just like, yes, I saved all of you.
They're
What's
all
the
dead.
plan now?
Cut to a few years later. Oh, everybody's dead. Okay.
Yeah.
We take Atlas into space and we find a new planet to colonize. I'm taking Atlas to the moon.
I mean, in all seriousness, they can't actually do that because dust loses its property when it leaves the atmosphere.
But
yeah,
does
it's
does the
floating on
relic, though?
staff, not the.
Oh, yeah, true. We don't know about if the relics have that restriction.
I mean, I assume so. They're like magical items from God.
Anyways, we cut to the Aesops. They're standing over Clover's dead body. He has a giant band-aid on his chest. That's a bit much for a stab wound, I feel.
I mean, what would you have done?
Yeah, because they don't really want to leave like a giant hole in his chest open forever.
Sure, but like that thing is much wider than the blade was. Anyways, we see Ironwood. He's got a new robot arm. It's confirmed that is a robot arm.
Oh,
mean,
so
was
this
there
one's
any-
not armor then.
It is not armor.
Was there really any doubt it wasn't a robo-arm?
I know, I'm just joking.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they probably could have like wrote it off as armor, but he has like robotic fingers. It's a robot arm. This dude's becoming less and less human. Good job, buddy. Calls back to Hero, where he's like, I'm becoming a machine.
I like how you can actually hear Hero in the background
Yeah, I was
as
just
that
about to
scene.
say.
Yeah, that is an amazing touch. I love it. And,
8 soundtrack, we get that.
And,
did he cut out for you as well?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. What I was saying there was, I hope we get that version of Hero that played in this episode as like the.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, we're going to. It's the episodic soundtrack.
I know, but like still.
You know, Aiden's gonna listen to it forever. Anyways, random lady shows up. She notes that Crow and Robin are here. We don't see them at all this episode, which makes me sad. But
I'm gonna say though, I'm gonna have so many questions for Ironwood if he just jumps to, oh yeah, Crow did it. Lock him up. That's the end of it.
Yeah, like Ironwood's smarter than that. He'd assumed that something else happened.
Not to mention, you have someone with a freaking lie detector semblance.
Yeah, but like, oh yeah, I suppose so. You could just ask Robin to hold like Crow's hand and see if he's telling the truth.
a prisoner helping another prisoner. That's gonna go well in Ironwood's head.
I mean, if he's keeping Watts alive, surely he'd allow them to do that at
True.
least.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Ironwood. What do you have to lose?
Although if the intro is anything to, if is any indication, he's going to absolutely regret keeping Watts alive.
Yeah.
Anyways, we cut to Winter. That it was indeed Winter on the bed.
Oh my god, I did not see that coming.
What's a
Okay,
surprise?
okay. In my defense, I noted that it was probably it could have been Freya in the last podcast. In my defense, I assumed that was a deathbed. Like what the Aesops are standing over. But anyways, no, it's Winter. She has new.
At least
armor
it
on
wasn't
her
Winter's deathbed.
arm. What?
Oh, I was just gonna. At least it wasn't Winter's deathbed.
That's true. That's true. It's not. Anyway, she has new armor on. I'm not sure if that's meant to be actual armor or if it's like a cast.
No, I think it's armor because we
Well,
see
I know,
in
but,
the
like, I
intro
don't know.
that she's got a new outfit.
Well, I know, but like I don't know. Maybe Atlas has some sort of technology that mixes both. Like it's cast and armor at the same time.
I mean, maybe.
I
Which
don't
is
know.
a bit weird because the same armor she's got on looks like Ironwood's new robot. So that's a bit confusing.
I guess this,
Yeah.
I guess this is being added to because of Winter's injuries. I would have thought Aura would have healed them up pretty quickly, but okay.
And then she asks him, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And then we get the shot that makes all the fangos squeal.
Wow, calling me out.
Because you get a look at the butt, and that's why they call him Iron Daddy. with the iron booty.
Gosh dang it.
Those cheeks alone could support Atlas.
Anyways,
I mean, it's not quite Bella booty, but you know what? It's a butt. So take what you can get.
moving on. Ironwood notes that he wouldn't know what to do with that Winter. Bet we're never gonna see this again. That's gonna be the theme. That's the theme of this episode. It's like a bunch of foreshadowing. Because I can't imagine Winter's gonna stick around on Ironwood's side forever.
Here's hoping. And then we get
This scene.
quite the beloved character, Councilman Chad.
Oh yeah, such
Yes.
a well-liked character.
Councilwoman.
Yes, we know what his actual name is, but he's Councilman Chad.
I mean, who
Councilwoman.
would, like we were saying before, who would you rather have be your counselor? Councilman Slate or Councilman Chad?
Councilman Chad.
Exactly. So he's Councilman Chad.
Anyways, Councilman Chad and Councilwoman Camilla show up. They start ranting about Ironwood declaring martial law. They're ranting off, and then blast! He's dead.
Yeah.
Councilman
Yeah.
Chad, no!
Yeah. Well, first of all, rest in peace, Councilman Chad. But second of all, why would he shoot him? Because he's got no reason to. Like, Councilman Chad has no power anymore. He can just arrest him. It's martial law.
What I'm confused about is why does he shoot Councilman Chad and not Councilwoman Camilla?
Yeah, because, like, Camilla was giving him more lip than Chad was, and then he just guns down Chad.
Best I can think of is maybe just as an example.
Okay, but then why Chad?
Yeah, like, what did Chad do? He didn't even say anything. He just got shot.
Although, before we started recording, I had this little theory. So, in a Death Battle blooper reel, Chad mentioned that he was really annoyed because now he knows everything that's going to happen in a show. Yes, he was talking about RWBY because he's now voicing a character, Councilman Chad. So they might have seen that and been like, hey Chad, you want to go back to not knowing much about what's going to happen? He's like, yeah, sure. Okay. Bang.
It's kind of spiteful if that's the reason, though.
Yeah.
I doubt that's the actual reason. I just like to think that because it's funny.
It would be funny.
You don't want to know about the future of RWBY anymore? Alright, we're just going to kill your character.
And he's just like, yay, I get to go back to not knowing and it's exciting. I don't know.
To be fair, we obviously pour one out for Councilman Chad, but he wasn't that major of a character in the first place.
Yeah.
No one will miss him.
I gotta say though, if Chad were to voice any character in RWBY, aside from Councilman Chad, obviously, you know what I would have always wanted it to be?
What?
Ew.
An Atlesian scientist, and he has a partner who is voiced by Ben.
Aw, that would be funny.
That'd be funny.
Maybe we'll get a flashback to Watts and Pietro working on the Penny Project, and there's a scientist that's voiced by Ben.
Maybe.
A guy can dream.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know because Boomstick cameos in Red vs. Blue, so I don't know. Maybe they can have Wiz cameo in this.
Oh god, that'd be awesome.
Anyways, everyone is shaken up.
Although that would mean that both Wiz and Boomstick are capable of dimension hopping.
Yep. Anyways, all the Aesops plus Winter are super freaked out about Ironwood just straight up murdering Councilman Chad.
Vine very less so, I noticed.
Yeah.
He has the least visible reaction to that. Go back and look at his face.
Yeah. he jumps back a little bit, but
he's this is fine.
It's I didn't expect that. All right.
Yeah, Element Marrow looks shocked, but he's just well, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harriet doesn't really look that shocked either. Surprised, but not
She looks.
oh my god, I can't believe you've done this. More wow, that took me by surprise.
Yeah, she looks like wow, I didn't expect that. I don't know. I feel like that might
Someone in
shake
cold
up.
blood.
I feel like that might shake up Harriet a little bit. Because now Ironwood's at the point where it's all right, you turn against me, you're dead. So Harriet's oh, I better do what he says. To be fair, she didn't need much convincing to do what he said, but anyways. I guess it's also because she and Winter share a glance at each other. They're oh, I don't know how to feel about this anymore. I don't know, maybe this will be the Aesop's turning point of maybe we shouldn't be loyally blind after all.
You know what? Maybe those kids that kicked our asses had a point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And there goes my other dog. Anyways.
He's agreeing with us.
Yeah, he agrees. He's Aesop's turn good.
Okay, there's another one. Anyways. Last shot, we cut to Salem. She has the lamp. She has no idea how to use it. Again, really confusing.
To be fair, though, with how long they've been hidden, and also has been keeping them out of her reach, I don't think she's gonna know exactly how they work.
Okay, but like, why I'm confused about it is like, she knew that Cinder was alive, but she didn't know that Ozpin was back. She didn't know who Neo was, and she doesn't know how this lamp works.
Well, she only really knew about Cinder, presumably because of the Grim Arm.
Right, but I don't know.
She wouldn't have any
assume-
way to know about Neo or Ozpin or the lamp, because we only saw in the flashback the, like, Ozma, I guess, said, like, this is my duty, and I need to, like, keep these relics safe. Like, I don't know if he went in, it probably didn't go into detail about, like, oh, this is how you activate the Relic of Knowledge,
No,
and
because
this is
that'd be
what it
stupid.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, and as for the whole, like, her not knowing about husband being alive thing, like, it's been established that his reincarnation into Oscar was a lot faster than previous
true.
ones.
And anyways, yeah, this is basically just what we saw in the intro. The trailer, I mean, there isn't really much to go over here that we haven't gone over already, and Raven will not shut up.
She's not in this episode.
I meant my Raven.
I know.
I mean, I
I don't
guess we
know.
now know that door opening is where Salem was keeping some Grim.
I suppose.
Because when that door opened, that's when, like, what is that supposed to be, like a wolf Grim?
I think. Either way, it's mad gross.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's pretty.
And she's all, bring him to me, my pretties.
I wonder who she's referring to.
Dorothy's about to get kidnapped.
Yep. Like, more foreshadowing. Bet we won't see this again. That's just the overall theme of this episode. It's like,
You know what? Should that be the title of this podcast?
Yes.
Just, I bet we won't see that again.
yep.
The foreshadowing episode.
Okay, that's pretty much the episode. Should we get our thoughts on the episode out of the way, or should we just move on to the intro?
Well, let's do the episode and then the intro.
Okay. This is a decent intro. Like, it's a good intro, but it's not really anything groundbreaking. It just kind of sets the tone for what this volume's going to be.
Yeah, which is kind of what you'd expect from the first episode of a season, right?
Well, yeah. I'm not complaining one bit. But, like, comparing like this opening to like volume 6 and 7's. Like 7 especially had like this big reveal that Penny was back.
Well, and they also had these like big action scenes,
Yeah, that too.
which admittedly, yeah, this was kind of missing.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, though, because it's a nice change of pace from what we normally get for an episode 1. And it gets
Sure,
all
but
the
with how-
setup and foreshadowing out the way at the start, so it can be more action-focused early on. You know?
Yeah. Plus, we're about to have action scenes in the next episode, like no doubt.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking like with how action heavy I'm assuming this volume is going to be, I would have expected at least something in the premiere, but I guess not. I don't know. Watch how the remaining, I think there's 13 episodes of this volume, they said.
Something like that, yeah.
So watch how the remaining 12 episodes have at least one fight in them. Wouldn't that be a... That'd be weird. Like the other volumes have like a few episodes where it's just there's no fighting, it's just taking some downtime, progressing the plot, giving exposition, that kind of stuff, and the rest is action. This volume is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Every episode,
which I'm
every
here
episode
for.
has a fight except the premiere. That'd be a twist.
You know what? Maybe that's why Erin said that she recorded a lot of screams for this volume. They're battle cries, because Blake's going to be doing a lot of fighting and kicking ass.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
So yeah, we can stop being worried that Blake's gonna get badly hurt, and look forward to some cool fight scenes.
There you go. But yeah, I do agree. I do say this is one of the better premieres we've gotten in recent years. Just because like it does set the mood for this volume. Like this is going to be a very serious volume.
Yeah, it really does.
And yeah, man, I'm concerned for how this is going to progress in the future.
I think we all are. Especially for our favorite characters.
Yeah, right. Yeah, think about that. Like, one of our favorite characters, like us three specifically, one of them's imprisoned. One of them had a voice actor say that they recorded a bunch of screams, and the other has gone stark raving mad.
That's still super vague, though.
Huh?
That's still super vague, though.
Well, sure, but like it's still something to be cautious about.
I know. I'm just trying to be somewhat optimistic.
Anyways, and then the other has gone stark raving mad. Like,
Yeah.
The other.
And then one of my other favorite characters is about to get kidnapped as well, so this is going great for me.
Yeah. All right. Intro.
We see Mantle, and then it glitches to show it destroyed.
Yep. We won't see this again.
God damn it.
Then it cuts to Ruby. She turns around and she's alone, and everyone else is in a fighting stance, like 5 feet in front of her. So something that was pointed out on Twitter, and Mate put this in our Discord chat.
Oh yeah, the fact that Penny's not there.
Yeah, where's Penny?
Yeah.
Like even Oscar's here, and he's for sure in trouble this volume. That's concerning. That is very concerning.
Just a wee bit.
And then we have all of these shots. I love.
I love these shots too. It's like everyone in poses and their like current designs, but it flashes back to like moments from their past.
Yeah, I love how I love the fading on this too. Like this is just me being like a amateur graphic designer. I just love how each shot of their past selves are like overlaid onto their outfits.
Yeah,
so
it looks
good.
really good. The one thing I will say though is I recognized every moment for the other three characters. So like Ruby, that was when she was at her mother's grave.
Mhm.
Weiss was after the fight in the Volume 4 teaser trailer where she fought.
Volume 5.
Yeah, it
Volume
was
5, sorry.
It was the Weiss character short.
Yeah, the Weiss character short. And then Blake's was the Black trailer. I didn't
Yep.
recognize which one Yang's was from though.
I don't think Yang's was from a specific
Yeah,
moment.
that wasn't from any moment. I think that's just a brand new scene that they made for that shot.
Yeah.
Well,
she's
for
very
we know,
clearly
it could be a flashback we might see later in the volume.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The only guess I kind of had was to the Yang character short, because it's like...
So why isn't in that, though?
Yeah, I know, that's what threw me off, but it's like the same kind of like deserty forest place that took place in.
Well, either way, she's in patch for sure.
Yeah.
Because Zwei is there, and Zwei being there makes this the best intro. I will not hear otherwise.
I think this is the first time Zwei has been in a volume since Volume 5.
Has he been in Volume 5? I don't remember seeing him.
Unless he was in the post-credits scene, no, he was not in Volume 5.
Well, no, because like, technically, if you count the character shorts as being part of the volume, he was in Volume 5, but if not, Volume 4.
No, he wasn't in any of the character shorts.
No, he was. Wasn't he in the character short for Yang?
No.
No.
Okay, then I'm completely
No,
wrong
it
then.
was-
So yeah,
no, it
first
was
time in 4 volumes we've seen Zwei.
No, it was just Yang and Ruby.
I bring the Ruby knowledge.
Do.
Like
I'm scared sometimes at how much you remember.
I mean, I'd rather... Oh, I'm cool with either that or concerned.
I'll go with concerned. Concerned, but also impressed.
Anyways, we also get one with Ironwood, and it's Atlas, and it is burning.
Yeah.
And then Okay.
Man, your dogs have a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
They like to bark at absolutely freaking nothing.
I think they're saying Mate is the best. He knows all about this, and I'm cool with that.
Wow, I didn't know you spoke dog. I'm super impressed.
Well, it's funny, as I was gonna have Raven up here, and man, I'm glad I don't now. Anyways, hand reaches down, it's Clover. Duh.
Yeah, I only just realized that's Clover's hand, and if you like go super slow-mo, you can see his hand like turn more pale
Oh, you
as it
can?
drops the pin.
Oh.
Hold on. I gotta see
Dude,
this.
that's crazy detail.
Hold on, I gotta see this. Oh, you can!
Yeah,
Oh,
you can turn
man.
it. See it turn pale. That's really cool.
Oh my god. Okay, honestly, let's be real. They did not need to do that because no one would
Oh,
have really
no.
noticed or cared.
No, they totally did not need to do that.
But they did it anyway, and oh my god.
You know what else I really like? When he drops the pin for a brief second, you can see like the shing effect that
Yeah.
he did whenever he used his semblance as well.
Well, I mean, his semblance was an always active one.
Well, yeah, but like whenever he'd do something that required luck, a lot of the time there'd be like that shing thing.
I think that was more just him, like, you know, flicking it just to show off.
Well, yeah, it was, but like,
It's still relevant to the pin, so it's like a
Yeah.
nice effect.
yeah, it's still relative to the pain. It's still relative to a semblance.
And then
Anyways,
we see the rest of the Aesops on each of the leaves of the clover.
Yep, and then the last one shows not only Harriet, who looks absolutely pissed, but also Crow, who is absolutely depressed.
It's also weird because like all the other Aesops look either like concerned or angry, but Marrow just looks like really depressed as well.
Yeah, Marrow has no idea what to do anymore. Anyways, Crow. He's depressed, as to be expected. Hand reaches out, it's Robin. He accepts it, and he's going along with He's going along with Robin's comfort. So I guess my whole spiel about him earlier was wrong. Okay, that makes me feel better.
It was a good theory though.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that like lasting for a little while, but then
Oh
like,
yeah, that's
him
gonna
and
last
Robin
for like
have a talk,
that-
and that
that's-
like gets him to, you know, pull himself
gonna-
back up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna last for a couple episodes for sure. But still, I was really hoping I was wrong, and it turns out I just might be. Cool. Although going from potential positive to certain negative, Oscar.
Yeah,
he is
Yeah,
not
we got
having a
also
good
like,
time.
like clutching his head a whole bunch, so that's concerning.
Yep, and then
I
Sailor
also really
moves-
like the transition as well, going from like the bars moving over Robin and
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the transitions, like, okay, we didn't bring this up in the episode, but they had beautiful transitions.
Oh, yeah.
and beautiful
like-
shots as well. Like especially the one where Ironwood like shoots Chad. Like that is shot incredibly well.
Yeah, it is.
I also like how, even though it doesn't make much logical sense, Councilman Chad's dialogue was muffled a little bit. To kind of give off that impression. That doesn't make much sense because the door was open, so you probably still would have been able to hear him perfectly fine. But
Well, maybe he was wearing a mask. You don't know.
maybe. Anyways, Oscar's not having a good time. Salem looms over him. She's got wings.
Oh boy, they got wings now.
Yeah, we also see a bunch of like glowing red eyes in the background as well, so that's concerning.
Oh yeah. My whole spiel before about Oscar being in serious trouble. Yeah, he's in serious trouble.
Yeah. I'm also thinking maybe him like clutching his head is like him trying to resist the soul merge thing with Ozpin.
Oh, maybe.
Oh boy, like, Oscar resist it and have it be the opposite way.
Please.
Yeah,
Have Ozpin assimilate into you.
because the only time we've seen him do like a similar thing with his head was when he was resisting Ozpin taking over in Volume 6, and when he was...
Yeah. Anyway,
Wait, no. He didn't do that to resist it. He was just like shaking a whole bunch because he had to concentrate really hard as he reached his hand out.
Yeah, but wasn't like
Oh, yeah.
Ozpin in control at that moment, so he's like resisting the control to like break free.
Yeah, but he never clutched his head for that. He did it afterwards when Ozpin was like, "Okay, peace out."
see ya, suckers.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm such a nerd.
No, you're doing good. You're correcting me so people don't call me out for being wrong.
Yeah.
Or they'll just be like, "Wow, makes us sad. Does he spend all his time just watching RWBY?"
You get no judgment from me.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Everyone has their obsessions, okay?
yeah, that's true.
Just own it.
Anyways, next shot. It's not really that important at the moment. It's just Team Ruby's weapons falling.
Yeah, we got Crescent Rose and Mids and Asta.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Gamble Shroud and Basilica.
Yep, that's not implying anything at all.
I don't think it really does.
Well, it implies something, but it doesn't imply what everyone will think it's implying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You get where I'm going.
Yeah, I do.
Anyways, next shot is the Juniper trio. Rest in peace, Pyrrha. John is as confident as ever. Good for him.
Ren and Nora are not.
No, Ren and Nora are definitely not. They're concerned for each other. She looks back. Nora looks back at Ren just as the purple lightning bolt zooms by her head. I don't like where that's. I don't like what that could imply. Although that could just be her semblance because, haha, electricity. Anyways, we get a glyph. We see Weiss and Winter walking across it, and then bam, new outfit for Winter.
Yep. Well, actually, it's not so much a new outfit. She's wearing the same outfit. It's just she's got like.
It's a new design for Winter.
Okay, I wanna
brace
say
over it.
something. I don't mean to like fanboy a bit, but I really like the new hair for Winter. I think it makes her look a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look good.
Also, Winter is looking down and depressed just as Weiss walks by with her head up and all confident. So yeah, if there was ever any doubt that Winter is deciding what side to be on, like she's debating between herself, I think those are officially out the window.
Yeah, if this episode wasn't proof enough, the intro kind of like spells it out.
Yeah, like hey, eventually Winter's going to turn on Ironwood. Like that's what this intro is telling me.
We can hope.
We can hope. I just hope it doesn't mean death.
Yeah, I don't want Winter to die.
No, none of us do. Right? I don't want Weiss to lose the only supportive family member she has left.
Yeah. Not only that, but
There you
like I like Winter. I don't want her to see
Yeah.
her die.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
she's too hot to die. But
Okay.
Ironic.
Um,
Yeah. Also, Elizabeth Maxwell is a swell lady.
she is.
Indeed.
So, keep her characters around. I was really bummed out when her character in Attack on Titan died. Just because I like Elizabeth Maxwell, okay?
Yeah.
Who did she play in Attack on Titan? I've not seen the anime in a while.
Ymir.
Oh.
So spoiler alert on that, although to be fair, that season's been out for a few years, so...
Yeah, it's my own fault for not catching up, so I don't mind.
Plus, it's been a thing in the manga for way longer.
Yeah.
Anyways, next shot, it's the same glyph, but it's Whitley and Willow. They show up.
Very briefly, and then the
Very-
glyph shatters as it lands on a chessboard.
Yeah, I like that implication. It's the chessboard.
Yeah. But I have no idea what's up with Whitley in that shot, though.
I heard the idea that maybe he's thinking of ways to break Jacques out of prison.
Oh, for the love of God, please no.
Exactly.
No.
At this point, I just want Jacques. If Jacques going to appear again, well, okay, he's going to appear again, but
Yeah, we know he's going to.
but after that, I kind of hope that if Jacques were to ever appear again after that, it's just like background stuff, like he's there in the background, just like, hey, look, it's Jacques. I hope he has no plot relevance ever again. His time is done.
The next time he is plot relevant is Weiss finally getting her own back and slapping him.
Yeah. I just
Um,
want her to do that, and then Whitley to, like, confront his dad, and then that'll be it. Then you can just kill him off.
Yeah. Like, not only do I think his time is done just as a character, like, he doesn't really have much to go with anymore, but also, I just freaking hate him!
Yeah. He
Like-
also doesn't really serve the plot anymore, because Atlas is going down, and
Yeah.
then he loses most of his power. And there's no reason that Salem would want him on the Council of Evil, so...
Oh, for sure, no. Like, what could he give?
Dust.
Alice is going to be destroyed.
Well, I suppose there is dust in, like, other Schnee facilities, so maybe.
Anyways, yeah, the chessboard. Salem shows up, and out of the chess pieces spawn Grimm.
I do like that, though. That's a really nice touch.
Yeah, and then it transitions to the other side with Ironwood. His chess pieces are getting Thanos, and
he is all alone.
and he's all alone. Huh, bet that's
I
not
al-
implying anything.
I also really like that, like, the glyph shatters and then it's the chessboard, so it's like Ironwood's losing his most important piece.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Ooh, this is not going to be a good volume for Ironwood.
Oh no.
It's not.
He's gonna lose all of his assets. Anyways, next shot is Watts. He's out of prison. Bet Ironwood's regretting keeping him alive now. Also with the biggest smile on his face that I've
Dude.
ever seen.
Dude, the reflection.
Yeah, what about it?
He's in that room where they had Penny and they were searching through her memories.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last volume.
Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
that place Penny was hooked up.
Oh shoot. Oh no.
Oh, no.
And give
He's
him,
not, please,
I only
please
just
tell
noticed
me
that.
he's not gonna hack Penny.
give him what we see later in this intro. Oh boy.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Anyways, smooth transition once again. We now see Pietro. He's having a hard time, and his reflection moves. Okay, sure.
That's his semblance.
He can move reflections.
Yes, that's his semblance.
That is the worst semblance I've ever heard. And it transitions over to Penny. She's contemplating life, as she does.
And then the window cracks.
And then the window cracks. Her reflection moves too.
Like father, like daughter.
Yeah, he passed on the semblance along with his aura.
Yeah. Little bit of snow falls on Ren's hand.
And it turns into a flower petal.
It turns into a flower petal. It's sweet. And then the others show up. They're comforting him. Yang's on her speeder bike. Another flower petal goes by. It flies by Nora. She misses it. Again, not really liking what that's implying.
Yeah.
And everyone else shows up.
I like how confident Penny is here now.
Yeah.
It's the first
Now
time
we
we've seen.
get- I'm only
time-
just noticing this in the background of some stuff.
What's
so
that?
we get this wide shot. We see Atlas. We see Amity in the sky. We see the Grim Whale. There are floating buildings.
Oh,
Wait,
you're
what?
right,
Oh,
Look
I'm
at
seeing that
that.
now.
dude. I thought that was just like part of the cloud.
No, those are buildings.
Wow.
Like, can Salem use the Force, and that's what she's doing?
I guess. Um, one thing I do want to point out, and this, I'm noticing it now, and I do like where this is going. Amity's up in the sky, as Mate pointed out. Admittedly, I actually didn't notice that at first. But it is glowing and it is flying. I do like where that's going. So I don't know. Maybe they succeed in that.
Also, this is something I just noticed. Do you remember when the teaser came out and we weren't sure what that like red thing was near the cliff where Cinder was?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the building that's below the whale, you can see a similar like red vine thing. I don't know if you guys are seeing that.
I don't see it.
Like, if you look where the whale is in that shot,
Yeah.
and then, like, down,
Oh,
you see, like,
like right before the cloud just over the mountains.
yeah, like, do you see it?
Yeah.
So it's like a similar kind of, like, red vine thing, so...
Oh, hold on. I just realized. In that shot as well, Penny's flying up, and she flies in to face, everybody.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Penny, what are you doing? I don't like where that's going at all.
But then we get a light-hearted note with a split screen of Yang and RWBY. They smile and nod.
Yeah,
each
they're
other.
working together finally.
Yeah, you know, those two are still good.
So I guess that's good to note. And then it's just, you know, everyone taking down Grimm as they do. At this point, the Grimm are just such like non-factors. Like everyone's like
just cannon fodder.
everyone's like, oh shoot, Grimm invasion. It's like these people are taking them down with one hit. I guess if there's like a swarm of them, that could be a problem. But
Yeah. And there are some tougher Grimm that get tougher after each fight that they're in.
that's true. Anyways, time stops. And Cinder shows up. She's walking by everybody, not minding at all what's going on. I do like how Oscar's still here, so I guess if he is getting kidnapped, he's not gonna. Maybe he's not gonna be kidnapped for long.
Also, I just noticed as Cinder's walking by, like, yeah, we see Neo and Emerald. Emerald looks like she's, like, trying to reach out to Cinder, but Cinder ignores her.
Yeah, as she does.
Yeah.
Also, Penny's still fighting alongside them, so you know, there's some good There's some good news to that.
I also like how bored Neo looks as well while all this is happening.
Yeah, Neil's like, okay, I don't care about any of this.
Also, do you think that because time stopping, does that mean that Cinder's gonna end up using the Relic of Knowledge?
Maybe.
I don't know, but one thing Cinder is doing is clutching her Grim arm in agony.
That Grim Arm is taking over her body.
Yeah,
I am
Yeah,
calling
it
it now.
is.
That's how she dies.
she
Please
gets
let it be this
consumed.
volume.
I don't think it's gonna be this volume.
I know, but I can dream, alright?
Look, I freaking hate Cinder, but I would love to see her die, but it's not gonna be this volume.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But yeah, that's 100% how she's dying. When she does die, that's how it's gonna be. That is a horrifying way to die, but okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, from the fire spawns Hazel, Tyrion, Mercury, and the rest. And by the rest, I mean Salem. Again,
And
really
then
big.
through her eyes, we see the relics.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the funny thing: the relics. We then see the relics leaving her eyes, and then smoke coming out of both of them. So funny thing about this, I remember when Jin was revealed.
Yeah.
There was speculation that maybe there's a spirit inside all the relics. And I guess seeing the design of this staff helped keep that theory going. And now there's smoke coming off of it, and it's the same smoke as the lamp.
But just like a darker shade of blue.
Just a darker shade of blue, a very subtle dark shade of blue. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to that theory now.
I actually heard some speculation as to what this spirit could be.
What's that?
Like, I don't know, maybe like a super buff animal person. Or maybe it's just a really buff dude, maybe just a really buff girl, I don't know, but... basically a super jacked spirit.
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of like as a reference to Norse mythology.
Oh,
which, you know, would go really well with Atlas.
Yeah. Speaking of, we see Ruby. She's looking up at Atlas. It is a wreck, and then it is not. And then we see group shot. The same group as that's been split off before. Penny's still not here. Once again, not liking what that's implying.
And then we get something else.
Is it something else? The ground breaks and Team RWBY fall inside. They drop their weapons.
It's just Team RWBY.
It's just Team RWBY. They drop their weapons. They fall in water. This is clearly Kingdom Hearts.
This is how they all get Keyblades.
Yeah. RWBY sees the staff. She can't reach for it, and then a bunch of Grimm grab her. And I didn't notice this until I saw an analysis video of this intro. Those are apathy Grimm.
Oh,
I was just about to ask that as well, because they look similar to the arms from.
Yeah. So I do not like seeing them again.
Maybe like a different version of the apathy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Atlas versions.
Yeah.
And then this.
Yeah, we get
Oh no.
happy, which then shifts to a question mark.
And then we see a Grimm. And then it says happy,
Ever,
and then it
which changed to never.
And then, oh man, this is what I keep implying throughout this entire
Penny
podcast.
turns red. Yeah, she's absolutely getting hacked.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe it won't last for a whole lot. Maybe it won't last for too long because she's fighting alongside the heroes for quite a bit in the intro. So either that, or it's gonna be like the near tail end of the volume.
I'm thinking it might be like during the second half.
Okay. And then it says after, and then transitions to again, and then we see Team RWBY's weapons falling again.
Did Penny have the red eyes in that shot where she was like facing like the heroes?
I couldn't see.
Like, can you tell? Or
I'll go back and check. Give me a minute.
yeah, I'm going back too.
I don't think you can tell.
I don't think you can tell. I can't tell.
And I gotta wait for the intro to play out. I went back too far.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Keep talking while I do this.
I'm looking now. I can't tell. I mean, granted, I have a lower. I think I have a lower resolution, so maybe that's it. But I can't tell.
Dude, I'm watching it on an iPad.
Well,
I'm
then
watching
you
it on my
definitely-
phone.
Well, then you both definitely won't be able to tell.
Yeah. It's like I've got face blindness when looking at Penny. You just like see her skin and like her hair.
Yeah.
That's all you can see of like her face area when I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you can see eyes, but they're like black pixels. They're not anything.
Yeah.
You can't see what color they are. Anyways, Team RWBY's weapons fall. RWBY's actually sticks to the ground.
No, her eyes are green.
Oh, are they? Okay. Well, that's good to know. And then it's just RWBY's scythe behind the broken moon.
I will say that is a beautiful shot.
It is, but like I am terrified at what that implies.
They're
Although
not
I
gonna
have-
kill off Ruby. Come
No,
on.
they're
No,
not. And
but-
I have seen like people address that with examples of, oh, hey, here's the main hero's weapon in the ground, for the title, like Xenoblade, Final Fantasy VII, like, yeah, plenty of examples, and the main hero isn't dead at the end.
True.
Like, it's just meant to look like a cool shot.
All right. And that's the intro.
Yep.
It's just credits. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and claim darkest intros at least since Volume 3.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Definitely.
Which I guess is to be expected since this is implied to be one of the darkest volumes since Volume 3. And given the events of Volume 3, oh boy! So basically, moral of the story is be concerned for everybody. If they don't die, then they'll probably have something bad happen to them. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Aidan from before. I think Ren's. I'm very concerned for Ren.
Me too.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm pretty much concerned with everybody.
Well, yeah, but like when it comes to like death flags,
Oh yeah, death flags, like,
Ren's waving a lot of them right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
He's having so many death flags, you could say he's committing in Sephiroth. Is that the
sure.
name of the language? Like, I don't know if you've seen Jello Apocalypse's like RWBY video.
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay. So my reference means nothing. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, is basically what I can say.
I mean, on a really positive note, I can say is I love Blake's hair update.
yeah, it's good.
It's freaking beautiful. I don't care how minor a change it is. It's a change, and I can love it.
I agree with you there. I really like Winter's hair change, even though it's really minor. So I appreciate the subtle hair changes.
Yeah.
I like Ironwood's new robot arm.
It does clash with like the rest of his body, though.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
what we've
but
seen of it, but
it does look like we were discussing earlier how it could have been mistaken for just armor.
Yeah, because it's the same color as the armor that Winter has on.
Yeah.
yeah. Also,
so-
yeah, who's to say he didn't update the rest of him?
That's
Yeah.
true. We could like see later on that he's got like all black robot parts.
That's true.
The next thing we know, we see him, and all that remains is his head.
Yikes.
Oh god.
Oh my god, he's Lopez.
Yep.
That's just giving me a weird image. Could you imagine if Ironwood doesn't die, but he's just a head?
Ugh.
Or imagine he does die and he gets turned into like RoboCop or something.
Oh no, no, it's like Futurama. They keep him as a head in a jar.
Oh man. But yeah, I like how it looks sort of like a human arm, except it's very clearly not. But like it could look like a human arm covered by armor.
Yeah, it could.
So it's not just like some standard robot arm.
Maybe that's to show like the progress of like Atlas technology since like Volume 1's to 3.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much more I can add, honestly.
I mean, the one thing I think I can add is, like, I mentioned the speculation about the thing that, I don't know, Blake and Yang could have done for the whole separate thing. There is something I thought about. You can, like, have a tie-in to the DC Comics.
Oh?
Yeah, like, there's this, comic chapter where Blake finds this, ring that's, like, it's from this story about a Faunus princess falling in love with a human and stuff. Like, I won't go too much into it, but yeah, she finds it, keeps it. Yeah, what if she gives that to Yang and is like, hey, give this back to me when we see each other?
Oh, maybe.
Like, it's a cute scene, and then boom, there's the tie-in with the DC Comics to 100% confirm to people, yeah, those are canon.
You could do like a fun joke with that as well, like
Oh,
Yang-
Yeah.
yeah, like Yang just like, all right, you're jumping the gun a bit too much, aren't you? And she pulls out the ring. Or like Blake drops it and has to kneel down to pick it up or something like that.
Oh my god. Oh, and then they realize that's the situation, and Blake's like gone all red.
Yeah, something like that. That could be cute. Also, could you imagine if like they do a similar thing like what you're suggesting with like Ren and Nora, and like they give each other flowers? So that's like the symbolism in the intro.
Oh yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure, I don't think that is going to happen. It's just a cute idea to think about.
Yeah, this is like speculation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this episode, they're already separated, so,
Yeah, and to be honest, the scene with them doing that isn't necessary for the plot, but it would just be, like, a cute moment to have.
Yeah.
Well, so, I mean, wouldn't it be a little bit of a mood shift, or mood shift, rather?
Yeah, I was debating whether or not to say anything.
Yeah.
Though at the same time, you can't have a volume just be all, like, dark doom and gloom.
Well, sure, but, like...
Plus, in the next episode, we're gonna have Yang have that, like, super cute reaction to finding the bikes.
Oh yeah,
True.
that's true.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be too out of place.
I guess.
I mean, that's assuming it even happens.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out next episode, and if that happens, Mate's psychic confirmed.
Or we confirm, I can see the future!
Go out and buy some lottery tickets.
Yeah. Okay. So...
You know what? If that ends up happening, I'm gonna go out, just pick numbers at random and see what happens.
Yeah, you never know.
So I guess that's all. Very good episode.
If no one got that reference,
That's all, folks.
if no one got that reference, you are an uncultured swine.
I got that reference. I went along with it as well.
I meant the audience.
Okay.
Anyways, so that's it. Good episode, dark intro. Be scared for the future. Like, that's
Pretty much.
that's pretty much how I can wrap things up here.
And rest in peace, Councilman Chad.
Rest in peace, Councilman Chad.
You will forever be missed.
You will
Yeah.
a moment of silence. Okay.
Moment over.
Moment over. Okay. So I guess thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.